All right, so now let's move on to Taurus. All right, hi Taurus, how are you? Hope you guys are doing amazing. Okay, so Taurus, your first affirmation is I am hope. I am hope. Yes, please practice saying this out loud. I am hope, and I'm never going to give up my hope on the things that I want, things that I believe in. And I'm not just going to like give up and let the world harden me, let the world, put me in this dark, depressed state. I am hope, and maybe you are the hope for others in your life. So don't lose that. Your second affirmation is coming from card number 30. So 30 or the number 3 could be significant for you or mean something to you in January. And it says, I don't empower my fears, I overcome them. I don't empower my fears, I overcome them. Beautiful. Don't give so much power to your fears. Overcome them. Be like, these fears, they don't matter. They're not anything, they don't exist. I have more power than my fears. They have no power over me. All right, and then as your message from the universe is coming from card number 33. So another 3 again. So 3s are very important. So 33 could be significant for you, or maybe your life path number 3 as well. And it says, see the light. See the light. See the light in and all around you, even in the darkest of times, even in a dark world and bad things going on. You got to see the good. You got to see the things that are worth living for, the beautiful things, because they're still out there. Maybe you don't see it right now, or maybe there's a lot of bad things going on or bad people, but you got to hold on to the good things. Hold on to the things that are beautiful, that bring happiness, and maybe you be that light as well. If you're in a place that's like toxic, dark, negative, maybe you are the light. You got to be that light that can inspire and lighten everybody else around you. Okay, so see the light. Beautiful. And then as your animal spirit message, you guys got the mountain goat. Mountain goat. And the mountain goat is here to remind you that there's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. There may be something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. And for a lot of you, you probably already know what that is. You probably know, you're like, yep, yeah, this thing's out of balance. I need to work on that. And you know what you need to do. It's just a matter of doing it. Okay. All right. And then as your crystal, you guys got labradorite, and it's associated with the throat, third eye, and crown chakra. It's a stone of transformation, helping you get through big changes in your life, such as moving or career change. It stimulates your imagination, promotes psychic abilities, and helps treat disorders of the eye and the brain. And an affirmation associated with labradorite is, I welcome transformation in my life. I welcome transformation in my life. So labradorite could be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in January or whenever you watch this. All right, my dear Taurians, what is going on with you guys for this month? So, all right, so I feel like there may be distractions, confusions about how you feel or how someone else feels, that is no longer, that was once very confusing and once maybe was very hard or was draining you. Now it's not going to drain you anymore. Now it's not going to be as exhausting. So there was something maybe that you were avoiding possibly or not doing that was causing a lot of like distress, or you were like very tired, really exhausted. Maybe work, maybe you were looking for distractions to not think about work and all the responsibilities and duties, obligations, all the things you need to do, and you're like, just, oh, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't want to think about it anymore. But now that that stuff is over, you don't need to do that, or you're done maybe with exams, work, and overtime and all this stuff. You can kind of relax a little bit more, but you also don't need as many distractions. You also don't need to feel like you need to do all this extra stuff, like entertain yourself or put all these distractions that you once needed to get through this hard time. You don't need that anymore. If you're dealing with someone, you could be dealing with water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or maybe fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I feel more so water sign, but doesn't have to be. Could just be the energy. I feel like here that if you are having trouble connecting with someone or understanding someone's feelings or their emotions or their actions, you're like, why is this person doing it? Or like, what do they mean by that? and you feel like it was really hard, now you're gonna realize that it was only hard and it was only confusing because this person was making it that way. It's because they didn't know how to express, or they weren't being clear with you because they themselves were confused. And so you realize, yeah, of course I'm going to be confused and not know what someone's intentions are when they're not being very clear with me. But now that you kind of are less distracted, or you're hopefully going to become less distracted and more focused on other things, it's going to be clear for you to see through all the other distractions now that you're not distracted, if that makes sense. So it does look like here, like you are letting something that was very hard and tiring is not going to be hard and tiring anymore. You may have some time to like rest or chill, but I do feel like also you're going to be seen through a lot of lies or a lot of confusion, or things that you were kind of confused about. You're going to be able to see through it very, very soon. But it's going to be important that you remove the things that were distracting you in the first place. I'm so sorry if that seems so confusing. I know it probably came off super confusing, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. If you're dealing with someone and they're not being very clear with you, 9 times out of 10, they either don't have the purest or most genuine intentions, because otherwise they would be very clear with you. And it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that difficult. It shouldn't be that hard to reach them. It shouldn't be that hard for them to call you, to respond, to text. If they're giving you too much of a hard time, giving you too many excuses, they're probably not the one, unless there's some valid reason or excuse, but they're probably not the one. And I think you're going to probably realize that. Someone who wants to talk to you will talk to you. Someone who cares will reach out. They will call you. They will check on you. If they're making too many excuses, they're putting work as an excuse. Now there's no work. Now they're done with school. Now they're done with exams. There was no excuse. They never wanted to talk, or they weren't that serious. And I think now you see that, whereas like now there's no distraction, or now there's no excuse. It's like saying Christmas Day or New Year's Day. Most people are not working, right? But so if this person still has an excuse that day and can't respond to you or can't say something, they don't have work as an excuse. They're not working, usually, most people. So that can show you like someone's intentions, if that makes sense. Okay, so you'll be able to see through and not be as confused, but you're gonna have to be honest with yourself and set aside your own feelings and emotions and see through the lies, see through the BS and the nonsense. Okay, all right. And then as your love message, you guys got trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. This situation is calling for you to have faith. All right, have a little faith and trust in yourself, trust in the process. Maybe there is a situation here where it seems a little bit shaky or seems a little uncertain right now, but it will start to make sense very soon. What someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. Lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. So, like I said, if something feels confusing or off or doesn't make sense, it's because there's something there that you don't know, which is why things are not adding up. So you may realize, or someone may tell you or admit to you that they were lying because they just couldn't get themselves to tell you the truth. And maybe saying the truth was going to be too hard. They couldn't tell you, oh, I'm just not ready for a serious relationship, but I still like you. I'm just not ready for a serious relationship. Because if they said that to you, then you would probably stop talking to them. And I don't feel like here it's like a bad lie. It's not like they're doing something terrible, but maybe they're just not fully telling you everything. Okay. Lastly, as your angel advice, you guys got be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. So be honest with yourself, Taurus. Stop making excuses for people. Stop giving them the benefit of the doubt. And, oh, okay, it's fine. No. You got to believe what you see. If they give you red flags, you got to see those red flags and see the truth. Don't make excuses for someone just because you love them and want to see the best in them. You are what you show me. If you show me you don't care, then I'm going to assume and decide you don't care. So believe, if someone shows you something, believe their true colors. If they're showing you, believe it. Don't make excuses for them. But I know sometimes it's hard if you are naturally someone who sees the best in people. And sometimes you gotta see what they show you and not their potential or what you want them to be in your mind. So be honest with yourself. It'll save you a lot of heartache, save you a lot of trouble in the future. Okay, so Taurus, I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Hopefully I'll see you for your next reading, and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys, and I'll see you for your next weeklies, monthlies, and so on and so on. All right, so take care, and I'll talk to you soon.